Thank you, Corvi, for giving me this opportunity. I begin my experience with Hani Babu. Actually, Hani Babu, I was very closely associated with him. I began my job in Delhi University in 2008, and when I joined Delhi University, I met him after 2-3 months, and there was no organization for the cause of other backward classes. And when I met Hani for the first time, I was impressed by his selfless demeanor. He was really a very cool person, very calm, quiet, and committed to the cause of the marginalized. Okay, so Hani was the person. He came directly from IFLU. IFLU was earlier CIFL, so he came from there, and he had that zeal, he had that sensitivity also to fight for the cause of the backward classes, and he was a person who always talked about the unity of the Dalits and OBCs and the tribals. Actually, the people here in Delhi University used to know him as a Dalit activist more than as a OBC activist. But he was the person who began the first forum for the cause of OBCs. These people do not know this, but he was the first person. I recall that moment actually when they called the first meeting, and there were people. There were 20 people. They are. I mean, they fixed a place to meet, and Hani Babu was the motivation behind all these things. I remember he would always call us and call us to come, and though he was very busy in the department, but even then he would spare time for all these activities which people used to consider as a waste time. But Hani Babu was a social justice crusader in real terms from my experiences. So he was a humanist in real sense, actually. He never had grudge for anybody, and he always fought for issues which were against the human beings. He was never against anybody, not against a Brahmin, not against a particular community, not against a particular individual or any ideology. He was a person who always aspired to liberate his own people. I found him very warm. I found him very focused. I found him very accommodative. I found him very self-disciplined. I found him a person who always wanted to, Corvi, he was not promoted since he joined Delhi University. He was only an associate professor. So I would always feel that person who were far behind than him were promoted as professor. And the recent appointments in Delhi University, one can just think about the people who have been appointed there as assistant professors. Such a pitiable condition. And there have been people in that department in Delhi University who have been teaching about post-colonialism and all these theories, but they never talk about, I read an article yesterday in Scroll, and that was very well articulated or written. Hani was a person who had never grudge against anyone, but he was very focused to the cause of, I remember many things where he worked tirelessly. He was the person who would, prepare RTIs, post it, and would collect the data and discuss it in the meeting, apart from his teaching responsibilities in the Department of English. And here in Delhi University, teaching itself is a very strenuous kind of job, and staying Delhi itself is a very problematic kind of thing, especially for a person who has come far off from a place like Mallapuram and then migrated to Hyderabad and then again shifted to Delhi. Staying itself is a very troublesome kind of thing. But he never mind about money. He never he always put community above all his personal desires and personal things. He's such a person. I was hearing to Parsarthi and Professor Madhav, but I got impressions from him. I have seen him working. He would not mind time. He would he would stay on for for preparing letters, drafting letters. He was such a person who always worked for the upliftment of the downtrodden. He was so focused. He was equally committed to the upliftment of the tribals also. I first met him, as I told you, in 2008, and he created the forum. He started working, connected. I started adding people. We became a force. And he actually, I would call him as the Jyotiba Phule of the backward caste teachers in Delhi University. Actually, I remember all the people. I know the people who are in right wing, who subscribe to a right wing ideology also. But if you ask them personally, they would. They won't say anything, especially the backward caste people against him. They know him, that how selfless, how modest, how hardworking Hani had been. He has, he was, anyone can approve of his work, and the hard work he put in for raising the issues which were against the Dalits and the tribals. I remember people, Korvi, especially from the OBC and Dalit community also. In certain cases, he went to the court and he filed a case. He always spent money from his own pocket, and people later betrayed him, backtracked, and finally they were in a miserable situation. And I come to the two very important points. Actually, you remember the UPA 2 when this they gave reservation to certain castes. They included them without following constitutional provisions, and that was a great loss to the OBCs. We went to the lawyer, and the lawyer said that we would prepare the draft and the other things, and it was finalized. Everything was done. When it came to the payment of the lawyer, the payment of the fee of the lawyer, we decided that we would collect the money and we would give it to the lawyer the next day. But Hani was such a person. He said that no need to wait till tomorrow. I can pay it from my own pocket. He paid 1.5 lakhs rupees from his own pocket, and he came from a very modest family. But he was such a good human being that you can't just ignore him. And I can never think of this fact that people blame him as a Naxal, as a person who subscribes to the Marxist ideology. He could subscribe to certain ideas from the Marxist ideology, but he basically was a person who always worked only for the upliftment of the poor and the downtrodden. I remember another one fact, Korvi, and I would complete it quickly. Last year in January 2019, Korvi, 1 minute. 2019, actually, the government said that this university would not be the unit for reservations. The departments would be for the unit for the reservations, like 13-point roster and 200-point roster. So we started an agitation in Delhi University on, I remember, 25th of January. And after that, OBC, SC, ST teachers collectively decided to go on for hunger strike. Hani would come every day. He would visit, he would suggest, and we continued our dharna for 1 month, 10 days. And finally, after 5th March, the government had to bow before us. And, they backtracked and they come forward with another, 200-point reservation rule. And, finally, we won. So Hani was a person, like he was always.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sandeep Yadav, because, running out of time. Jennifer,
Thank you all.